Alright. Top 10? Nope. Top 1,000. Yeah, fucking... Ooh. The shit was fucking stressful. Yeah, it's midnight. So I wanted to turn the stream back on, just to like conclude, give my final thoughts on this. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. But, okay, let's see, so... Pet Sim 99 was when I stopped the stream so I could see if I could get some information, I guess, on getting up there. I don't know. Gatekeeping, yeah, basically. But, you know, eventually, I think, you know, looking at other streamers, right, like Creekcraft, eventually solved it, went through. So kind of stuck. But yeah. Bro sold, yep. So for Pet Sim, I think the solution was to... There were the runes in the blue room. You had like spell out Gunter with like the fragmented like runes that almost spelled like letters. Then you went back to the treasure room. There'd be a pot of gold. Then you had to click, either touch or click on every clover, and then you'd get the badge from that. Then you went to Drive World. Drive World was relatively easy. You just found UFOs and you got the codes. You drove a ball into the opposite side of the map, like a Rocket League. Like push a ball into like a hole. You punch in the code. That was relatively simple. Then I think it was Untitled Boxing League after that. That was I don't know. That was a bit hard to discover. When does this end? It's basically ended now. Like we've gone through everything, and so the remainder of the time, the event ends at like Monday, so the rest of the people can go through all of it. But yeah, Untitled Boxing League, that shit was... I don't know how people fucking found that shit, but you had to like find an invisible rope at like the end on top of the boxing ring, climb that, do like a hacking minigame. Then you were given infinite stamina, so you could repeatedly dash infinitely outside of the world, and it sent you to like an obby, and then you had to beat the final boss. It was sort of hard. Oh, actually, not sort of. It was definitely hard. Because not only you had to figure out like what to do when you did the hacking minigame, to navigate throughout the obby, which was mostly invisible, and then the final boss was pretty hard. And then after that was It Girl, where you had to get a remote in the lobby, find through batteries, and then go around finding codes and parts for a gun, and then destroy a core. Which that was also easy. And the last one was Fish, which you had to talk to a guy next to the lighthouse at Moosewood. Then you go to Terrapin to a gate. Get the pillars in the correct positions, then go down. You need to traverse a gas-filled obby or maze. Then you got 8 fish down there using a flimsy rod, corresponding to musical notes, and you put that in as like a code, and you got the badge for that. And then the last puzzle was fitting in shapes. You actually picked up different different shapes that were essentially Tetris pieces. And you try to fill in like actually I wonder if I could go back to that. Go back to hop on to Game Winter. Probably not today. I'm exhausted, so I'm probably going to sleep. Maybe sometime between the expert rework and now. Pressure was big, yeah. I still stand by Pressure, Untitled Tag Game, and Arsenal being the best. I don't think any of the other games really topped that, mainly because I think those were primarily like their own campaigns, while the rest were like, you know, hunts. I should probably do a tier list actually. I could probably do a tier list. For like overall that last hint. That was pretty easy. Just about to head to sleep. We're gonna conclude the stream soon. I just want to check out the puzzle for floor 5 and then share my thoughts on it, maybe do a tier list. I'm kind of glad it's over though, because at least with the last part, right, it's like, you know, definitely stressful, because you had like gunter groups essentially gatekeeping, so there's like a lot of pressure. But yeah, you essentially have to fit all these. And I think people like there was a notification box saying like you couldn't show it or whatever, but people leaked it, so now there's already like people already like figure out what the answer is and share it to others. So did it get top 10? Sadly no. Top 1,000. You had to like pick up these pieces and then drag them around. I just did that. Yeah. I think that was it. So if we go back to the hub, 1,000 letters. Yep. All the accessories as well. And it'll definitely be more, like up to Monday, because that's when it like officially ends. But yeah, top 1,000. You already have top 10, top 50. So a lot of people hit their names. So obviously, shit is intense. Like these two people don't have their names hit. So that's, I don't know why, but you know. Apparently, from what I heard, PetSim was getting doxxed or something, which, I don't know, the PetSim taking the longest, like, nobody could figure that out for the longest time, so obviously people are going to be mad. Yeah. I think I'll do the tier list and then share my final thoughts. I think that's what I'll do. So there's like a question mark here. Top semifinals will be notified after the final challenge, so it'll be these 10 people. Well, I think they're also still sorting the leaderboard as well, so it might get shuffled a bit. You go up here. W event. It's definitely probably like the best so far, however, I don't know. I don't know what's like a best standard outside of the current modern events we have, but there's definitely okay, if it weren't for the $1 million, right? I think the event would definitely still be, you know, like the best, because I think there is definitely like fun in like figuring out all that, but because of, you know, that $1 million on the line, right, and top 50, which is just this over here. So yeah, it's the Luminary crown, and then the second one, which you have to pay an extra 1,000 to get a blinked, which I probably won't get it. Spot did you reach? Like 900 something. People still wishing for the old one? I mean, like, are we talking about like the first edition or old egg hunts, like 2018? I mean, people obviously will, you know, still wish for like the older ones, yeah, the older egg hunts, but you know, I don't think we're ever gonna get like the 2018 hunt or any prior ones. What about event leaderboard? Check. So like 3 teleports here each, so if you ever want to do any of the puzzles, you can always go back to them. Here, let's go back and check the event leaderboard. Tell me when you do Decaying Winter. Whenever I stream, if I am streaming Decaying Winter, I think then you'll be able to know. But I could also, I should probably get to working on the Discord server. Get that, which I don't know if you're in or not. Because I put a invite link earlier. Yeah, we have the top team. This doesn't matter. What matters is the mega leaderboard. So. Although you have some people on here that are here that are over here as well. You're in it? Okay. So I could probably ping you. I'm gonna do that. I had fun. I will say here, okay, let me find a tier list. This window up. The browser window. So let's do a tier. This will be an overall tier list. We have S tier, A tier, B, C, D, and F. If not for the million, it would have been pretty good. Roblox always takes the fun out of these events by making them too competitive. Yeah. Here, yeah. Let me go over all the games. So let's actually do it in order. So the first one was SpongeBob. Overall, so we're gonna take both the regular and mega tokens into account. The regular token was alright. It was like essentially its own, tower defense or like mode, where it gave you set towers. And then for the mega token, you had to like dig up like X marks. Then you went to the trading hub, went into the quarters through a maze. And did another like small little mode. Then you went back to the original event mode, went to a small cave, went down there, danced on a pedestal, and then you got the mega token. I wouldn't say it was the best, but I think it was alright. I don't know, when it comes to like the actual game, which we should definitely take, actually no, we shouldn't take into account for the overall rating, but what matters for this tier list is its integration and how much fun. I guess I think fun is like probably like the highest factor. Pet Sim being solved the way it did was super sketchy. Probably some data mining for that. Yeah, not only that, there wasn't any really any indicators for like that let you know if you're on the right track. So it's definitely difficult. Like, if we're comparing Pet Sim to Bayside I think definitely did it better, a lot better than Pet Sim. Yeah, for SpongeBob, it's tower defense, I'd probably put that. It'd be either B or C. Because I'm not gonna lie, I think as its own game, SpongeBob tower defense is kind of worse than Toilet tower defense, from what I've played. Maybe I could readjust it based on when we talk about the other games, but I think a C is probably the best for its rating. It was alright. How'd you even get Pet Sim? Well, we'll go over that. Second game, Untitled Tag Game, S tier. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep it at S tier. It'd be probably on the lower end of the S tier, given that its regular token integration was kind of lackluster. You just have to collect money, so essentially playing the game. However, its fucking mega token integration blew it out of the fucking water. Like, actually, like its own like campaign. It felt like a separate game. It was like a dystopian setting. The movement feels smooth. There was like stealth. You had like a running sequence. I fucking loved it. I'll definitely, I don't know, I might play this game more. Not like that, but kind of do like the concept of tag, just like a general tag game. Yeah, I think it definitely deserves S tier. Not much else to say about that. Pressure, I think it'd be higher than Untitled Tag Game. Pressure is always delivered with all of its like events so far. Like even though it got fucked over by the Halloween event, right? It still like had a pretty good game mode. Unique enemies, unique levels, all that stuff. And so with the hunt, you had more unique enemies. It was pretty short too. Not only that, but the way to solve it, finding a note, or finding like 4 notes, getting a decoder, decoding all that while in the run, and then at the end was like a combination of everything under pressure. No pun intended. I think it was definitely like the best, top quality. The gameplay obviously solid. Yeah, boxing, we'll get to that. So these were all day floor 1 was floor 2. Find the list. Just need a refresher. Oh, I remember. Floor 2, chain was the first one on floor 2. The regular token, so you sent, obviously with the nature of the game, you had to have like another player, so you couldn't do it solo. The regular integration, I think it's alright. Like in the similar line of like SpongeBob TD. It was alright. Just went through like a separate mode or a different course. And then the Mega Token integration was initially you were essentially random queued with like a random person, and I think they changed it later on to where you could just like hop in with like a partner. It was, some of the parts were a bit finicky, like if you guys remember the raising pillar one in like the first section, could not figure out how to do that. Just hit random buttons to see what would bring up the pillars. And then there was another part which I think was like a memory like button thing, which I skipped initially. There's definitely some difficulty to it. And I think the last part especially, this window of like running away from the boulder was definitely small. So it proved to be a bit difficult. But overall, I think it was alright. It had its own unique like modes for both the regular and Mega Token integration. So where would I rate Chained? I'd probably put it below SpongeBob. At least with SpongeBob, there was sort of like a story to it. Chained was just playing through it. I don't know. If Chained had its own like story where you were immersed, because I think the story was just the evil boulder, you had to go and escape his realm. If there was like a more compelling story, I'd probably rate it higher, but it was just, going through separate campaigns. Was the overall event cool? Was the event cool? Are you talking about overall or Chained? Overall, I think it's definitely like probably the best modern Roblox event we've had so far. Yeah, I think overall the event was the best we've had so far. Could have been better. Probably, or definitely. There are some games that fucking were like horrendously awful. So let's move on. After Chained, it's Rivals. Rivals. I mean, okay. So the regular token integration. The regular token was just do this, do that. It was just play the game. The Mega Token integration was shoot random targets, which nobody could figure out. People just slept and woke up and still couldn't figure it out. Like, we had to wait the next day. Shoot random targets. Then you had to go into 3v3, collect drops from players, 15 I think, and then do either one of the 2 boss fights. which I guess that was like the only unique thing about it, just fighting against a boss. But I don't know. Like overall, it's just play the game. You didn't. Okay, maybe maybe my standards are a bit high given these games, right? Like Untitled Tag Game Pressure, like kind of expect a campaign, but I do have to like make sure to remember that, you know, all of this essentially treated as like a treasure hunt, or like, you know, like the Ready Player 1, Ready Player 2 like hunts, styled hunts. Yeah, Pet Sim no-click indication was crazy. Oh, which I'll get to that. But yeah. Did I have fun with this? I don't know about fun. Like if we... I'd say Chained was a lot more fun than this, because at least with Chained, like the cooperation with another person, whether random or like a duo partner that you brought in. I think Chained is I don't know, I think Rivals is less fun. Don't get me wrong, I think Rivals as its own game, like, I like the game. Like, I fucking play Counter-Strike. So, like, this type of, like, arena shooter thing, like, especially, like a team setup as well. I like the game, but the event integration just seems lackluster. I think I'll say that word a lot. Came back, yeah, we're just doing a conclusion on the entire event. Yeah, Rivals is alright. What was after Rivals? Clip It. Where is it? Clip It. Holy fucking shit. Actually, here's the thing. I didn't like either integration. The regular integration was just watch TikToks. The Mega Token integration was doing, what do you call it here? It was just like solving riddles and like figuring out what to equip. I mean, I guess in that sense, it does fit the treasure hunter like nature of the event. But by fucking god. Listen, I don't watch TikTok, or I don't use TikTok or Instagram. I don't use any of those like social media platforms. Like the closest platform I use is like Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I prefer to as Twitter. So I guess with the Mega Token, I guess it's not entirely bad since you just have to figure it out. So maybe it just puts itself at a D. Was the grind worth it? The grind as in attaining, like potentially getting top 10 or top 50, in that case, probably not. Because I realized with the last remaining games, just realizing how like we're up against other groups, so I definitely, and with the last puzzle too, that took a while. Just made me realize that I don't think I was probably not a best fit for this, for top 10. Yeah, I think Clip It. It's probably fitting for D, like low D. What'd you get on leaderboard? Like around 900. We're top 1000. I don't know, cause with floor 2 and floor 4, or no, was it? Let me think. Yeah. Or no, it was floor 1, floor 3. Cause I was like 24 and 27. Like we were up there pretty high. So like I thought like maybe we could have a chance of getting like top 10, top 50, but not even. I'm done. Nice. Okay, what's after Clip It? World 0. Is it World 0? Let's see, it was Chained? Oh yeah, so World 0 was the last game for floor 2. I'd put it below. Actually, we're gonna see a lot of C tiers. I think World 0 is around here. Regular token, actually I'm putting it lower. Regular token integration was just doing a unique dungeon. And then the mega token was just doing, or you had to do like a puzzle. Go into a cave, find 3 different fragments, bring them crystals, bring them back, and you solve the puzzle, and you fought a boss. I will say it did kind of rely on pre-progression. So if you were like max level 150, both the dungeon or the regular token dungeon and the mega token boss, you just go through them like a breeze. The Million ruined this event by encouraging people to speedrun, waste no time, sacrifice fun to get biggest advantage. Plenty of people probably missed out on doubt. Yeah, exactly. People more focused on trying to get through games as quickly as possible compared to like actually appreciating the game's content. In terms of World Zero, I don't know. It's been. I think I'll put it above just because the puzzle I think it had was all right. And all the rivals was only good because it had that unique bosses, but even then, that's just playing the game, not really puzzle solving or treasure hunting. Which I guess in that case, if we're gauging off of like treasure hunting, I don't know. I had this sort of a bias to like actually having fun, so I think I had a lot more fun on Chain than World Zero, so I think it fits there. Roblox should never do something like this again. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Even though only 50 people got a reward for rushing thousands still rushed through. Yeah. And the top 50 get like a unique crown. So whether or not you think top 50 getting just a crown is worth it, it's up to you. Okay, what's next? Dusty Trip. We're going on to floor 3. So Dusty Trip. I think it's like D. Although I think it's better than Clip It. Regular token, it's just generic. It was like every other event you drive, do three bosses with 3 phases. They were fucking long as hell. Lackluster, that's what it felt. Mega token was just fitting a portal, which I guess that was like more effort, but you just did another boss, except it was like 2 phases. Fucking boring. Also, my opinion on Dusty Trip in general, I fucking hate the game. Especially with past events being a fucking slog to go through. Like I don't have the best experiences with Dusty Trip, so it's definitely affecting my opinion on it. Yeah, fake UGC, yeah. Must be sad to be 50. Must be sad to be top fucking 11. Like imagine being the top 11. Like you're just one step one position away. Probably like one of the most like miserable people on the planet. Not worth making a copy of, yeah. I'm waiting for it because there's still UGC, or I guess like the daily cosmetics accessories coming out, right? I'm still waiting for the subspace wings because those look fucking like wild. So I'm waiting for that. I'll definitely be getting it. If you're top 11, really just bad luck and not a skill issue. Yep. The game did, I guess, like here. Let me check. Yeah, the hunts. No purchase necessary. This is a contest of skill. Must be 13 or older to be eligible to win the 1 million grand prize. Contest of skill? Not really. Like obviously, I think there was some luck to it. So, to say, you know, it's like no purchase necessary. I mean, people bought game passes. Like obviously, that's an outright lie. I mean, you obviously. No purchase necessary. I guess it wasn't necessary, but it definitely gave you a huge advantage if you purchase game passes to speed it up. Like I said, bro, I know I'm gonna get fried for this, but I might think the Hunt First Edition is still the best event. I still think the Mega Edition is better than the first edition because it just felt like. I don't know. It just felt there's a lot more like unique content. I feel like a lot more effort put into most of these games. Like, Here's the thing, I don't think a lot of people were given time for the first, or a lot of devs were given a lot of time for the first event, right? So they had to like, not only that, but you had to go through 100 games, which they reduced to 95 if you wanted to get the infinite egg. But, so they had to make their like event integrations like pretty short, right? It couldn't take too long. So with this event, the developers had like, could like put in a lot more like time and effort and potential to making good events. But like I said, it's not going to be appreciated as much because people will only be talking about the prizes. Yeah. If it weren't for the money, we wouldn't have like this many people trying to go for it. Yeah. What's the next game? After Dusty Trip, Infection Gunfight. You know what I'm gonna say about this? I've already said it. F tier. Holy fucking shit! Why the fuck would you for the mega token? Why would you have it so like you have to like each person had like a random card. It could be like it was extremely varied. Like there was heavily relied on randomness. If you missed a fucking letter or got the letter wrong, you had to restart all over again. And for some reason there was a visual bug, I think, where after like it was either after 5 minutes or if somebody managed to get the token, it reset it for everyone else. The fucking the server, their Discord server got raided, especially, which a helper, complained like, oh, like maybe we shouldn't be focusing on it or something along the lines of that, which didn't help the situation. A lot of people fucking hated it, and even after that, they only reduced the letters from 8 to 4. S tier, yep, S tier. No, like holy fucking shit, this was the worst goddamn game and event integration. I'm never playing this. Listen, I like zombie survival games, but holy fucking shit, had the event not soured my mood, maybe I might have given this game a chance outside of the event, but even like its regular token integration was just play the game. Yeah. Fucking Infection Gunfight. Petsim X pissed me off because things you clicked didn't have indicated. Yeah. I think Bayside and Petsim were pretty similar, except Bayside at least told you, like, if you did something right. Like, I think Petsim and Bayside were in its purest form, like, probably like the most accurate hunt integrations, like actual like treasure hunts and stuff like that, where you had to like do everything and anything to figure out what you had to do or find. But at least with Bayside, it showed indicators, and Petsim didn't. Yeah, a lot of people were stuck, so they got frustrated. Okay, Basketball Legends. What do I say? So the regular token integration for Basketball Legends, it was team up with 3 other players against an AI, and you get the regular token if you win. The mega token was you hit a switch, shoot 3 3-pointers on different shapes, and then beat the AI and shooting as many hoops as you can. So it was essentially just playing the game. I think it's another C tier. I don't think it would deserve like B tier, because it's just playing the game. I guess it was sort of fun, sort of like going up against the AI, but for the regular token, the AI was pretty difficult. Like I got carried by like 3 pros, and then for the mega token, that was sort of fun because I could just keep shooting hoops, and it was relatively easy. But I'd put it under SpongeBob. Also, not really, too fond of sports games. Yeah. What was after this? Metro Life. The regular token for Metro Life was just going around taking screenshots, and the way it was structured is you had to like go opposite sides of the map constantly. I didn't like that much. The mega token, I think, was... what was it? And it was 4 AM, I'll go to sleep, good night. Take care. Rate this event 6 out of 10? I'd probably closely agree, maybe like 7 out of 10 overall. But... so Metro, I'm trying to remember. Oh no, you had to talk to a gnome in the mayor's office. Go help 3 different people around the map. That was relatively easy. Or not, sort of. It took a bit of time to figure out what to do. Then you have to go through 4 different spots, and then find a code for a vault. And then I think you got the token from that. Where would I write? I don't know. I kind of don't want to keep rating these as like C tier, so I think what I'll do is I'll put this C, and I'll move SpongeBob up to B tier because at least it had a unique content. I think SpongeBob we had like the lower B though, so I'll adjust it like that. I'll put basketball above Metro Life because at least that was sort of fun. Still have 3 normal tokens left. Shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, Metro was just going back and forth doing stuff. It kind of felt long. And then figuring out the code. Felt like meh. It was alright. Not the best. Clip it, do not want to do that. Yep. Alright, what's the next game? Hell's Kitchen. Which I think that was the last token for floor 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, Hell's Kitchen. I think Hell's Kitchen is, I think it'd be in B tier. I think it'd be higher than SpongeBob, even. Sort of, okay, so what Hell's Kitchen was I think the regular token was, I actually forgot what the regular token was. Hold on. What was it? Just getting a minimum score on a meal? Was that it for Hell's Kitchen? The regular token? I'm not fucking remember basic tokens. Let me see. Hell's Kitchen, get the badge, talk to Gordon Ramsay. Oh, 5 perfect dishes. Okay, yeah, I think that was just playing the game, but it's mega token. You have to go in game, look up, and then you go into the basement, and then you have to... Actually, I'd probably put it below SpongeBob, but I think it deserves to be in B tier. Because there was a good mix of gameplay and like exploration and hunting, which I think... Also, not only that, but the game itself is kind of fun, which I guess I do have to take into account. So I think it deserves to be in B tier. You have 5 quality meals, and you have to go into the basement, figure out the panel code, and then go back into the game. And then I think it was Cookley Beef Wellington, and he went back down. It was like a back and forth bit. But it was bearable. I think it was alright. Alright, what's after Hell's Kitchen? So we'd be going on to the 4th floor, so let me see. 4th floor started out with Arsenal. Arsenal. Where's Arsenal? S tier. I think these are like the top 3 S tiers. Like these are probably going to be the only ones up here. Arsenal's pretty good. It had its own like event campaign that was like pretty solid. Then you went to the in order to get the mega token, you went to the campaign. Figured out like how to like go into a lab, and then you equipped like a VR headset, and you were like in an RPG, like a Pokemon style RPG. And that was pretty nice. It was also definitely high quality, had a lot of dialogue, writing. Characters looked nice, and the fighting was pretty simple and easy to understand, and had some depth to it. And I think the sequencing overall was pretty solid, so I think it deserves S tier. But I think it'd be at like the lower end of S tier, because overall, like I think Untitled Tag Games, like Mega Token, blew everything out of the water. But if it weren't for its regular token integration, it'd be higher than Pressure, but overall Pressure I think is the best. Yeah, top 3 is so much effort. Like, these are games I would definitely return to. Oh, not so much Arsenal though, because I've already put in a lot of time in Arsenal, so I don't really have that much fun. But I definitely do want to keep playing Pressure, like try to go for Endless on that one, and Untitled Tag Game, play that a lot more too. They just have a lot of soul, I guess you could say that. They have a lot of soul. So welcome to the stream. Just doing a tier list. What's the middle top 3? Untitled Tag Game. Oh yeah, locker list. Yeah, I still have to do locker list for Pressure. Okay. Natural disasters. That was, you had to... I want to say it kind of felt lackluster, because what natural disasters was is you go into the laboratory, you had to figure out a code based on like 4 different maps talking to an NPC. It wasn't experiencing the weather, it was talking to the NPC. Figure out that code, then you go back to the NPC, and then you got the thing. But you could also you could also get like flung by other people. So the game in itself was kind of a I don't know. I think it'd be somewhere in C. It was easy, but with how volatile the game is, with like exporters and stuff like that, not only that, but like there was a lot of back and forth. It'd be somewhere like along the lines of Metro Life. I think Metro Life is sort of better, given that you could do like understandable tasks. I'd put it fucking, I think Chain. Actually, I put Chain higher. Yeah, I think Chain deserves that. So I think these are pretty accurate. And Natural Disaster Survival is okay. It's like alright. That's just easy. Just play the game. Well, that's the thing. You didn't really play the game. You just hopped into a map, talked to the guy, then you reset, check what the code is, go back, forth, back, forth. You didn't really play the game. Okay, what's after Natural Disaster? That would be Car Crushers. Car Crushers. Yeah, I guess Car Crushers was more definitely geared more towards like the hunt, like the structure of a hunt. Had to find the secret room, you go into Derby, get the key, then you had to do all crushers. I'd probably put that in like B tier. Where is Car Crushers? I think B tier. Because you at least, I mean, I guess you could argue, you know, he's playing the game, right? C. Let me think. I don't know. I think Car Crush is alright. But, we're doing overall, like regular token and mega token integration. For the regular token edition, it essentially gave you tasks, right? Actually, I think high C, but low B. It was a bit frustrating. Now that I remember, it was a bit frustrating for the regular token integration. I think the last one you had to do was like get like a 100-meter distance on like a jump, but you had to like upgrade your car like pretty like well, so you had to have some progression in it. But I think the nature of like figuring it out, like the mega token, I think that was like a lot better. So I think it'd be high C then. Yeah. And then Blade League. Blade League, you essentially join maps, find number codes, and then you played an AI. Clip of meters going up. I don't know about Blade League, because the regular token integration was just playing the game too. So it'd definitely be below, but I think it'd be like, I don't know. I will say I think Dusty Trip was a lot better because at least that story. With this though, and I don't know. How I feel about the overall game, how fun it was. That's including the game itself, the regular token integration, and the mega token integration. I should probably rearrange all these, given, you know, their own games. So I'd put World Zero a bit higher, but not higher than Chained. Basketball, I think I'd put that below Chained, but I think it did I have more fun on basketball than World Zero? Yeah, okay. Even though I'm not too fond of sports games, I at least had more fun on this than World Zero. 50 games in 30 minutes, that's 2 games per minute, yep. In-depth review. And I think Car Crushers is up there because, you know, driving around, crushing cars, that at least was fun. And then both of these, like, Gordon Ramsay, the Hell's Kitchen was fun. SpongeBob was sort of fun. I kind of want to put this above SpongeBob, but given that how unique, slightly more unique than Gordon Ramsay, I think, or Hell's Kitchen, I think it kind of deserves to be higher than that. But yeah, I think Blade League being below in D tier, I think it fits. Wasn't much substance to that. Bayside High School. I think Bayside is A tier. It was difficult figuring out the steps, but in its purest nature, it was like it was kind of fun discovering like the clues and stuff like that. And also Crossy Blocks, like that was it was short but fun, even though it's like a copy of Crossy Roads. So, like at least, even though it was difficult and frustrating to figure out the Mega Token steps, at least once you figured it out, at least it made sense in the end. Sort of. So I think it deserves A tier. Now we're on to the last floor, the last 7 games. Are these last? I'm missing something? Yeah, I forgot Eat the World. Shit. Eat the World, high... Here's the thing. I kind of like the Mega Token. Like, you found a button, you did Simon Says, and then you broke a wall, tossed an egg to the noob, and you had to, like, run to the top of like I think one of the old egg hunt maps, while the egg, like the evil egg, is like eating up the terrain. So I think that Mega Token was definitely fun, but its regular token wasn't that good. So I think did I like it more than SpongeBob? What's kind of swaying my opinion is just, I guess, their own games. Like, I think, I don't know. On one hand, you have an incremental game. On the other hand, you have a grindy-ass tower defense game with gotcha mechanics. Yeah, I think I'd put this higher. Just ever so slightly higher. I think the game is, I guess, meh, but the event integration was alright. It'd be like, yeah, I think that it deserves like high B, so semi-high B. Okay, let's move on to floor 5. Regretivator. Given the quality of the game, not gonna lie, it was kind of short. With Regretivator, the regular, actually, here's the thing, because if I'm taking like the game itself into account, like Regretivator is like one of like the better games out of all these games, but that's only as a game. As for its event integration, the regular token was just playing the game. Very lackluster, but I guess, you know, showcase the game, so, you know, could also determine if people had fun with it or not. Sorry if I hit the mic there, but I don't know. It felt like it could have done a lot more. And then for its regular token or mega token, you just play through floors, finding notes, and then finding like a floppy disk which you had to decrypt with like a short mini game. You find 4 of those that give you like the combination, and you opened it and gave it a token. I don't know. It's either low A or very high B, but I felt like there could have been a lot more from it. So I feel like it doesn't really deserve A for that. I think it's a high B is like where it's like best placed at. Like I wish they could have done a lot more. Like it could have done, I don't know. I feel like there's more to be desired, which feels like a shame. TDS. I think TDS is an A tier. I don't think it'd go higher than Bayside though, because TDS, it had its own game mode, unique game mode. Regular token was playing the game, or like a unique game mode. I think that was nice. And the mega token was figuring out a code, putting it in the computer at the cases section, which unlocked the mega game mode, and you essentially play through that. I think it does. I don't know. For most people, it is sort of difficult because tower defense games like rely on like a lot of like game knowledge, especially with how difficult the mega game mode is. Like it was sort of difficult, but you know, like if you pick the right loadouts, right, like getting a G crook, that fucking mostly carried. Was better than SpongeBob TD. If you're, oh, it's fucking definitely. TDS is definitely up there for having like high quality. Would it be better than Bayside? I don't want to sway like my, you know, me playing, you know, like TDX and a bit of TDS. Obviously, I mainly play TDX, so obviously I have like some knowledge in tower defense games, but I also don't want to just, you know, sway my opinion entirely. So I think it deserves to be like an A tier, but below Bayside in terms of the game itself and the event integration. So I think it fits there for TDS. What's next? After TDS was Pet Sim. Yep, Pet Sim. Even though Pet Sim's mega token was basically Bayside, but without like any proper indicators, which is why it took like a long time to do. It's also that its regular token was just playing through a dungeon. I kind of want to put this in D tier. Like, it did the same thing, but it did it wrong. Not only that, but it's, I don't know, the game itself. I didn't like it. It was easy. I didn't like it though. It's both its mega token and fucking regular tokens. Like the regular token felt lackluster as usual. Mega token was extremely frustrating. So I think it deserves a D tier. Okay, what's next? After Pet Sim is Drive World. Drive World, you had to go drive around finding UFOs, finding codes, and then kicking a soccer ball into a hole, which unlocked the keypad, and then once you get the correct code, you got the mega token. It was pretty short in steps, but long in terms of like how much like time you had to put in. Like the map was big. You had to essentially traverse the entire map like a few times in order to get the mega token. But for its regular token, it was just doing obbies. So I think those were a bit fun. So I think I put it in B tier, but on the lower end. Because it was, you know, it was alright, but definitely a lot more than I think it deserves a low B tier. Okay, last 3 games. Untitled boxing game. That was a bit hard to figure out, but in terms of quality, I think it's like A tier. Like, you had to find an invisible rope at the end, climbed it, do I guess like a hacking minigame, but it was just like getting the correct color for the correct word. And the second thing that was, it was difficult to figure out. It's, I guess, like in terms of like the hunt, it did what it did. I think it was like pretty like accurate to like what it would feel like. I'll go to sleep. Just going over my final thoughts. Did you listen to Torch the Gods while find the Void Boss in boxing? No, no. But yeah, it was just, you had to find where the rope was, do the minigame, but after that, you had to like, since you're given infinite stamina, you had to like dash outwards. So that was a bit hard to figure out. Then you had to do like an obby. That was, after that it was pretty like self-explanatory doing an obby. Then you had to fight the Void Boss. And its regular tokens also had unique boss fights, also pretty high quality. So I think it deserves like a low A tier. Because I will say it was definitely better than Regretivator. If Regretivator had more to it, it'd probably be high A, maybe even S tier, but It Girl. Regular token was just playing the game. Mega token, you found a remote, found batteries, then you went through a lab. It was like a scavenger hunt. You found stuff, found a code, and found gun parts, find key cards, and then shoot the core, freeing all the It Girls, or so they were called. I'd probably put this in. I'm gonna do this. Car Crushers. Okay, let me think on this more. At least with It Girl, it had, okay, with It Girl, the regular token was lackluster, but its mega token had its own unique thing. So I think it deserves like high C, because at least, you know, it had some story to it. Even though, you know, I'm not really too fond of like fashion games, don't really like Dress and Impress or It Girl in itself, but it was, at least the mega token was some like sort of compelling. Like, it made me sort of interested in what was going on. Now, was it as much as Car Crush? I think Car Crush's like places higher than It Girl, because I think the nature of the game, not only that, but the regular and mega token for Car Crushers was just like, you know, doing shit, finding shit, doing shit. So yeah. Bro loves It Girl secretly. Oh no. Let's do Endless Asteroid. I'm going to sleep after this. I'm fucking exhausted. Last game, Fish. Fish, the regular token was just fishing. The mega token, however, so for the mega token, how that worked was you had to talk to a guy next to the lighthouse at Moosewood, go to Terrapin to find a gate, which you had to like rearrange pillars to unlock the gate. You went through like a gas time maze, and then the last part you had to figure out a code based on fishing, unique fish with only the flimsy rod. And then each of those fish corresponded to a musical note, which you had to place in the right order based on a given like musical tune. I'd probably put that. It didn't rely that much on progression. Maybe if you had like speed boots, you could do it faster, but it was sort of easy to understand. Not only that, but it also had like a unique area you could explore. Fish was good. Yeah, I think if I were to say would it be better than Regretivator? Yes. In terms of both Regretivator and Fish's regular tokens, I think that was just playing the game. With fish, you had to like just collect fish, open big crates. Regretavator was just playing through floors, so those were pretty even. But fish's mega token, I felt like I enjoyed a lot more because you explored new areas and solved like a puzzle maze. So complicated? I think it was alright. I'm gonna go now, but say if you haven't spoiled yourself back to the ending of Decaying Winter Oblivion, don't do that because it's a really amazing experience. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing that sometime. Maybe like within the week. Before expert rework. So I'll definitely be doing that. Yeah. So Fish is the last game. Okay, so that's all the games. What did I think of the event overall? Difficult to say, given that, you know, obviously have like the speedrunners mindset, going for top 50, top 10. If it weren't for that, assuming, okay, I definitely wouldn't be able to solve most of these on my own. If anything, if there wasn't any money online or the prize on the line, because obviously I would go for 100% completion like I did with every other event so far in Roblox. And I will most likely 100% complete the next one as well. Based on that, if some of these I would follow like people would have already made steps, so I would have followed them. I definitely would have appreciated these top 3. TDS I definitely would have appreciated, which I guess Bayside I would have appreciated. Untitled Boxing Game would have appreciated. Fish, yeah, I think these, okay, S and A tier are pretty fitting. Regretavator, that's just playing the game, so it does. I think it's like high B. It could have done more. These would have figured them out. Yeah, these are pretty accurate. I kind of want to put Hell's Kitchen above SpongeBob, just because I found Hell's Kitchen to be a lot more fun. But SpongeBob's was more in depth with its event integration. I think I'll keep these as is. Then Drive World, I think that fits. Car Crushes, that fits. So I think B tier solid. C tier, It Girl, Chain, Basketball, World Zero. I think these fit. These definitely fit, and this 100% fits. I think the overall event, because who was it that said? So, because fucking, I'm forgetting the name because I'm not good with names. But somebody said that the first hunt was better than this hunt. I think this the Mega Edition was probably the best modern event we've had so far, but in perspective compared to like older hunts like 2018 Egg Hunt, I don't think that really says much, because it's nice that it is the best we've had so far, but there's definitely a lot that is more desired, like a lot that could have been done better. Not only that, but with, you know, obviously taking into account like a prize like a $1 million on the line, that definitely sways like everyone's experience heavily. Like if you're going into like this to just like, you know, play through the games, figure them out, then I think it definitely like proves itself to be like you know, a good event. Like this definitely wasn't as bad as like Halloween. The Haunt was absolutely the worst modern event. Like I think I did like a tier list. This would probably be the highest, and then next in line would be the Hunt First Edition, and then I think the Classic, and then the Games, and then the Winter Spotlight, and then the Hunt. So I think the overall event was nice. A lot of the accessories too, they were also nice. Which here, let me... Whoops, I've been disconnected. The max auto upgrade is out? Did they push that? I could probably check TDX for a short bit, but here. Check the accessories. All these accessories are pretty solid. Same for these as well. There used to be another row of these, but I think they swapped that out. I don't know why, but I think it might be unobtainable. Here, actually, there's a different place we can check it out. Before that, has the leaderboard changed at all? No, it hasn't. There's a Fyodork up there. So that's to be expected. I wonder if there's another guy. More familiar names. Top 50. Okay, let me find that one place I was looking at. Where is it? It is. It's like the hat, the fucking accessory showcase place. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Oh yeah, try on edition. Okay, here it is. Join VC. Hold on. Oh, which VC? I don't know which one you're talking about. Yeah. This is what we have today for the unique one. This looks pretty sick. And then this one. This is. I think that's the. Is that the last one? I think that might be the last one. Actually, yeah. So this would be the last accessory. This one looks nice. Like that one. This one is alright. All these accessories are pretty solid. And you have the crowns over here. Like this is probably like the best set of accessories we've had throughout every event, every modern event. Skywars. Alright, hold on. What am I looking at? Here, can I just join in game and check? What key are you pressing? Here, let me check it out. Control plus E. So they already pushed it out. Let's check this out real quick. Eat the world, ban me 0 to 10. Yep. SpongeBob was boring. Okay, so if I place this down, Control E, Control R. They already implemented it. Interesting. That's a nice quality of life. Wait, did the core game? Goes 5-0, then 5-2. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that's nice. That's a good quality of life. We don't have to rely on macros for that now, so we can just easily place and hold control while doing. Which I don't think control is associated with any of the keybind. I don't think. So that's nice. It's not, yeah. All right. Was that all they added, or? Yeah, expert on God, on God. Alright. But yeah, what I think of the event overall, Okay, I think overall I've definitely enjoyed it. Even with like the speedrunner's mindset, I think I've had a overall fun. Like I had a lot of fun, especially the puzzles. Puzzles were probably one of the best aspects of this. Like each were very unique. It really racked my brain. Like it felt like it both proved that it made me feel both stupid and smart at the same time. And once I figured out each of the puzzles, it felt pretty refreshing. What would I consider the most fun one? I think the sliding one was like the most fun. The sliding puzzles, which we could go and check. Like the pushing the box ones were also pretty fun. Like the first one, I think the first box puzzle and the sliding puzzle were like the best. The laser was pretty good, but I don't think it compares to those two. Same for the second box puzzle, because that was just like, I don't know, felt like a lesser version of the first one. And then the fit in the shapes one, that was pretty difficult. But I think it was probably like the most difficult puzzle. Obviously, you know, given that it's the fifth puzzle. Which one do I go to here? You cheated on the shapes? Not gonna lie, I did too. I did too. Yeah, because as soon as somebody posted that image, I just fucking copied it. Like, I couldn't figure out whether or not I was making progress. At least with the sliding puzzle, you could like visually see how much progress you're making, right? But with the fitting in the shapes, that it felt I was going nowhere. Even though, like, you know, I put in all the shapes, just have to go back and do it all over again. Yeah, you have this one. Okay, they made it a lot easier. I kind of wish I could see like the different difficulties, but you know. Let's solve this. So I think this would go up. Okay, yeah, these would have to. So I'd bring these downwards because it's supposed to be like this. Yeah. Okay. To the right, so it's like that. That's not it. That's not it. I think this has to be to the right. Okay. That's. It's like that. These two have to be down here, so. I feel like I'm becoming stupid again. You know, I think I had enough thinking for the day. My brain is fried. Not only that, but I drink like a fucking can of Red Bull, so I'm definitely not gonna be sleeping. But at the same time, I feel exhausted. But yeah. Overall, I think the event was probably like the best we've had so far, but I feel like there's still a lot more that I could have done. And I'm sort of glad that it's over too, because now I can focus on other things like TDX. and maybe other games too. Like I might start streaming different games, maybe even like non-Roblox games. Kind of want to branch out. Not only that, but I also need to set up the Discord server. I think what I'll got top 10. No, top 1,000. I think what I'll do is, with the current people we have in the Discord right now, probably make that like its own exclusive channel, and I'll build like another general chat for the rest of the people. I guess to, like, you know, appreciate people that were there. They'd have that their own channel like that. Yeah, the OGs. I'd probably structure it like that, but I'll probably integrate like bots and stuff. But right now, I think for like a good while, I don't think the server will, you know, get any more bigger. I'll just add in like a simple like announcements, stream alerts, video alerts, stuff like that. It'll be pretty small. Small enough to where I could also like moderate most of what's going on there as well. If it gets big enough, I'll probably have to like actually get people to help out with moderation. But that's like one of the reasons why I didn't really want to like make a Discord server. Not yet, at least. Just having to deal with that. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. That's all I have to say. Glad it's over. I had fun. Definitely an experience. But now we go back to what we normally do: TDX and other Roblox games. Server it. Let's hope that doesn't happen. A little sad, yeah, sort of. I don't know. Will we get another event like this in the future? I don't know. Will it involve $1 million? Probably not. Given, I don't know, money changes a lot of people. So, given that $1 million was on the line, it definitely twisted a lot of people's perception of the event. $10 million, yep. Yep. Yeah. I guess would I want them to do another like $1 million thing? No. Kind of hope they don't do another again, because I think what matters the most is letting people have fun. But you know, like I said, money changes people and their mindsets. UGC? Well, I mean, that's always going to be in any event. They'll have like UGCs and Roblox official accessories. Yeah, good luck to the winner. It will be interesting to see the event go live. See the 10 people fly out to San Mateo. Let's hope nothing goes wrong. And hope all the people that participate stay safe. I hope they don't get doxxed. Prefer them spending it on better moderation. True. Gonna sleep? Yeah, I'm gonna sleep. It's like 1:43 AM. So for those still tuning in, thanks for watching. Next stream, next stream will either be Decaying Winter or Wave 201 Attempt. Because I feel like that still needs to be done before expert rework, so you can expect that to happen maybe next week. Lucky Ring? Yeah, let me do that. I'll do that after stream. But yeah, those still tuning in, thanks for watching. Expect another stream sometime. I wanted what I just said. So, take care, have a good night. Blocktails, yeah. I want to dedicate a stream just for Blocktails. So you can look forward to that eventually. Yeah, goodbye.